For this video today, I'm going to be working on a centerpiece for my big coffee table that I have downstairs in my family room. And of course, going with the theme of this room this year for Christmas is going to be woodland. Kind of like, I don't know, icy woodland? I don't know. It's hard to explain. I have kind of like this vision of it being snowy and icy and with all the little woodland creatures. That's kind of what I wanted for this entire room down here. For this decorating video though, I'm going to be doing it a little different. Instead of me just doing it and putting it to music and making it go fast on fast speed, I'm going to actually talk you through my thought processes while I do this decorating, and point out to you where I got the things as I go. So I've got the table all cleaned off, and the only thing I have in the middle is a runner, and it's actually two runners. This burlap piece I typically keep on the table all the time, and I got it from Walmart years ago. It came in a big roll, and so that's where I got that. And then this snowflake runner I got from Amazon. I just purchased it. It still has some wrinkles in it that I'm hoping will flatten out. I should have probably used my steamer on it, but let's be honest, I'm just being lazy about that. I don't like ironing in any capacity. But anyway, I got this from Amazon specifically because I was looking for something snowy. So, okay. So I'm going to start off, and I want full disclosure. I kind of already did this centerpiece previous to this video just because I wanted to kind of have an idea of where I was going to go with it so that there was not a ton of editing in this video, and so that this video isn't too terribly long. That's my thought processes, because I see in my mind how I want something, but it doesn't always turn out the way I'm thinking. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this wooden tray that I've had for a long time, and I'm going to center it on the table as best I can. And then on the tray, I cut a piece of this fake snow that you can get to put in like Christmas villages or whatever. So that's going to be the foundation of this centerpiece. In the middle of the centerpiece, I'm going to put this lantern. I got this lantern, I think, at Walmart years ago. I used to do a lot of shopping at Walmart. So I got the lantern there. The candle inside it is battery operated. And honestly, I can't remember where I got it. Could have been Walmart, could have been Amazon, can't remember. The bow I made, I've had this bow on here for a long time. The only addition I made was this black and white gingham ribbon. When you see my home decor tour for Christmas, you'll see that I used this black and white check a lot down here in the basement. So I just kind of made loops out of it and just stuck it inside these existing off-white loops. And then I just kind of stuck some of this greenery back here. It's not fastened at all. It's just stuck down in there. And I'm not going to be having to move this tray at all. So once it's set, I don't have to worry about things falling. I got some of my ideas for this from another channel that I watch. I don't watch her all the time, but I watch her quite often. And it's Arlene from Arlene's Country Craft Corner. She does humongous decorating at holiday time, like fantastic. She does lots of centerpieces. She works with lanterns a lot. And so I've got some of my ideas from her and incorporated some of her techniques into this. And she always says that in a tray like this, she always puts the same things in all four corners. So working off of that idea, and to incorporate frosty tones and the wilderness feel, I'm going to use some of this lamb's ear, and I'm going to start off with one in each corner, putting them in at a diagonal on all 4 corners. And I have extra of this because I can't decide if I'm going to put 2 of them in each corner or just 1, but I'm going to start off with 1. When I did this before, I had 2 in each corner, and I just don't know if that was overkill. I can always add more after the fact. Then I'm going to go ahead and add these sunflower, good grief, Cheryl, snowflake picks. I got these at Joann Fabrics, and I'm just going to lay those on top of the lamb's ear. It's just to give a sparkle, and the lamb's ear is to lift the snowflakes up and give them a little bit of height so that they're not just laying flat on the tray. And before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and add this holly leaf light set. I got this at Dollar General. And the purpose of this is to kind of hide the stems of the picks. And I'm just going to go ahead and, this is on a wire, so I'm going to kind of bend it so that it fits on the corner of the lantern. And I think I can go around about 3 times here, just slightly bending it at each corner. You kind of want it to go, I kind of want it to go tightly because I want it to be, I don't want it to be a wild mess. I just want it to be kind of like an orderly disguise of the stems of the picks. And if I decide to add more picks later, I can easily put those underneath the edge of this. And then I want to get it all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and pull this around to the back. This is the little battery pack, and I will hide it under the edge of the snow, the fake snow. And I'll go ahead and turn that on so we can see the light effect while we're working. If I can find the switch. Where are you, switch? There you are. Okay. So that's where we are so far. So then I've got these picks. I got these at Joann Fabrics as well, and they've got the little snowflake, and I love the silver and the pine cones. Just looks like an icy scene there. And I'm going to stick those in between the corners. So there's that. And then I've got these little figures. They came in a set of 3, and I've got the other creature was a black bear, and I have it in a different arrangement right now. But I got these at Hobby Lobby, I believe, or Target. I can't remember. I got them online. Might have been Target now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to go ahead and put these guys, and I'm going to have them facing out. Like that. So now that I'm looking at this, I'm thinking I might want to stick some more of this lamb's ear in. So I'm going to take these little guys off here for a minute, and I'm going to stick one in on either side of the little snowy branch, just to kind of fill in those spaces that are kind of empty. because I want it to look full. I don't want it to look chaotic or disorganized, but I don't want it to look like, oh man, there's just something missing. And to be honest, I've been working on this centerpiece for probably a good 2 weeks, maybe 3. It's been sitting here half done, and I would look at it for a day or 2, and then I'm like, oh, there's just something missing. And I would find something at the Dollar General or on Amazon, usually Dollar General, because I didn't want to spend a bunch of extra money. And I would try it, and I'm like, oh, but that doesn't, I don't like it, or it's just not working. And so I would take it off and try something else. And so it's been a real trial and error, this centerpiece here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and stick these guys back in there. And then I have a bunch of these bottle brush trees, all different sizes, and I'm just going to fill in here and there wherever I think it needs something, whether there be a space I don't like, or I feel like the stems of the picks need to be hidden a little bit better. I'm just going to go ahead and just put those in there, just kind of disguise things. So I think I'm going to put this more back here because it's a bigger tree. Put the smaller trees to the front. So I probably will end up adding a little bit of music to this video because I can't stand silence. Dead silence when I'm watching a video. It drives me crazy when there's a bunch of silence. So if there's a big long span of silence where I'm not talking, I'm going to probably throw a little Christmas music in. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I've got these 2 trees left, and I will put those around on the other side, because as you can see, I'm basically centering my thoughts and my attention on the front of this tray. The back of the tray is not going to have as much detail, but it will definitely not look like it should be shoved up against the wall because there's nothing on the back. So I'm going to save these 2 trees for the back of the tray. We're almost done here. So then I got these snowflakes. I got them from the Dollar General. They were supposed to be a Christmas tree ornament. And so instead, I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And then I'm going to put the other one on the back side. But I'll do that once I hide the battery pack. Another thing I got from the Dollar Tree, or Dollar General, I should say, are these little silver jingle bells. And I'm just going to use those to kind of fill in spots where I think there needs to be more things hidden. Because I don't want you guys to see, I don't want my guests to see, or anybody, my family, to see the stems as much. I want those to be more hidden. And I'm going to go ahead and put some more of these throughout the tray, and then I'm going to go ahead and work on the back of the tray too. So let me change your position here of the camera. Okay, so this is the back of the tray. Here's the battery pack. I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of hide it. Let's see, where's the on and off switch? The on and off switch is there. So I'll just kind of hide it this way. It's not completely hidden, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my snowflake on this side. Let's see here. I'm going to slide this like so. Put you there. Put a couple of these trees in back here. As well as some of these jingle bells. pine cones. I don't remember where I got them. Had them for a long time. I'm just going to stick a couple in here or there. And then I've got these little guys I got from the Dollar General. They look like little snowballs to me. And I'm just going to put a few here and there just to kind of hide some things. Hide that cord a little bit. Make a little pile of snowballs here. Actually, I don't think I'm going to put it here because I'm going to have to move that battery pack every so often to turn the thing on and off. It is on a timer, but if I need to change the batteries, so I don't want to make it too difficult on myself. So I'll just put a pine cone there, put a pile of snowballs here, and I'll put some around on the other side. So then on this side, I'm going to go ahead and put some pine cones as well as a little pile of snowballs. And for this side of the display, I don't want to block this doorway too much with things because that candle inside is battery operated and I can turn that on, and it's also on a timer. But I may have to change batteries, or I may want to shut the candle off. Chances are pretty good I won't even turn that candle on most of the time unless we do have company. Okay, I think we're getting there. We are getting there. I think I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking. If I do that, I'll probably tweak this thing to death. But I think I'm going to take this big tree out and replace it with a smaller tree because I just feel like I'm crowding that moose or whatever that is. Elk. Yeah, that's the elk. There's a moose on this side. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to move the bigger tree to the front, put a smaller tree there, just so it's not so crowded. And you can see the moose and the elk. Now I have to decide, do I need these trees anywhere else? On the back side maybe? Guess I will stick them in like right in here. There, a little clump of trees. Okay, I think it's done. Let me turn the candle on the inside and then we will take a final look of my centerpiece. All right, friends, there it is, all done. I do think I am happy with it. I think making the few little tweaks that I did this second time around that I did this display made all the difference. I really do like it. It's something I can add to as Christmases go by. I can add more snowflakes. I can add different greenery. I can do all kinds of different things with this centerpiece. My goal this year is to not have such a large centerpiece on the dining room table upstairs because it kind of annoys my family. As much as I love it, it annoys them. So I'm trying to not annoy them. You know, give and take. You know, that give and take thing you have to do when you have a family and a husband. But anyway, I told them, though, that I was going to do whatever I wanted to down here in this family room because it's kind of my domain. And I don't want to hear any complaining about it because I'm going to do what I want to down here. So it was kind of our compromise. So I went a little bit, you know, a little bit crazy with this. I may end up putting some other things on either side. If I find something I really like that really goes well with it, I probably will. But you will not see that until the big reveal when I do my home decor tour. I don't know when it'll be. Beginning of December, middle of December, a couple of weeks before Christmas probably. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. I love your comments. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.